Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me this morning. Tuesdays, you probably heard me say before, auctions are the biggest day on Tuesday. For whatever reason, the trustee that holds the most amount of auctions in Arizona, they do it on Tuesday, Thursday, and more so on Tuesday. And so we've got a wonderful auction morning, this morning, and we're preparing. Everyone's, the drivers are driving to the properties to see what's going to auction and take pictures, see if they're vacant or occupied. If we've shown up to houses and they're burnt down before. So you just got to really just see what you're buying. So that's why we send these drivers over there to give us drive reports, which is important. And we've got to get to the right place at the right time. There's 12 major trustees in Arizona, multiple locations. It's stereotyped that most things do go at the courthouse steps, but they can be at anywhere. There's not like a specific or some type of law that you have to follow of where trustees are going to be. So it's a beautiful cloudy morning here in Mesa Gilbert, Arizona. The weather is so perfect. I woke up this morning and when I went outside, it was pretty early. I went on a bike ride with my son. We're training for this half Ironman coming up in April, and these clouds kind of held in some of the heat, so it just didn't cool off last night. It was like 57 degrees, which is really nice. So there's been a few things on my mind I just wanted to go over. This morning's going to be a little quicker than other mornings because tomorrow we've got a really cool guest coming in and talking. So I'm going to leave more time for that tomorrow. But anyways, I've been thinking a little bit about, in the last 24 hours, personal responsibility and just taking personal responsibility of our lives and just owning our life, owning our happiness, owning our shortcomings, our downfalls, and just really taking personal responsibility and personal ownership of our lives. And I think that it's so important to do that. First off, is because we need to take ownership of our life, and when we do that, we're able to be happy and more productive. And I had a friend, his name's Lance. He's actually been on this call with me before. I've heard him say something before: is don't let people live rent-free in your mind or in your head or in your brain. Don't let people live rent-free. So basically, it's don't let someone that's getting into your head in a negative way. He texted me this morning a little bit about this. He says, if someone is getting in your head in a negative way, you can't let them stay there rent-free. Either A, that negative needs to produce something positive in the future that makes it worth it, or B, fill the space with positive people and things that help your progress. And he says, I believe it was something kind of that's essential to that. If someone or something is not benefiting you, you need to remove it from your life or your thoughts. So, I'm sure all of us have had someone, trespass us, offend us, hurt us in life. And it's just part of life. People let you down intentionally or unintentionally, family, friends, loved ones. It's just part of the process of life. Unfortunately, we have these downfalls and especially like when someone offends us and hurts us really, really bad, and we hold a grudge over them. And if we're holding a grudge against them, it's benefiting their life and not benefiting us. So basically, they are now in control of our happiness. And so if we can kind of let those things go and not hold grudges or hatred or hate someone, because when we do that, it's just affecting our life, because now that person who we are hating or have a grudge against is now controlling our life and controlling the happiness of our life. And that's just one of the best blessings of life, is just controlling our own happiness. A few more other thoughts in this regard. The first step towards this whole process is the first step toward change is awareness. And so you've got to be aware of what's going on and why you're feeling that way. And if you want to get from where you are to where you want to be, you have to start by becoming aware of the choices that have led you to hold that grudge and get away from that. You all have a desired destination of what you're trying to accomplish. Don't let anything get in your way, right? Become very conscious of those choices that you're making on a day-to-day basis, so that you can, if you made some bad choices or you're holding a grudge, just, we want to make smarter choices moving forward. So one thing that a lot of people do is, to become aware of your choices is to track every action that really relates to that choice in life and write it down. I've become a big writer lately, and I think when we write down our thoughts, our feelings, if we journal, it's just a way to process these things. Keep in mind, this is important. What's simple to do is also simple not to do in life. And so we just think, oh man, just these small little simple tasks. I just love that saying. What's simple to do is also simple not to do. The magic is not the complexity of the task. The magic is in doing the simple things repeatedly and long enough to ignite us and the miracle of being productive. So be aware of things you're neglecting and the simple things that make the big things in your life possible. The biggest difference between, I would say, successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are not. So be willing to get out there and do those things always that others just aren't willing to do. So you've got to constantly in your life be inspecting what you're expecting, right? No matter what has happened to you, take responsibility for it. Even if it's your choice or not, you've got to take responsibility to have that happiness. There's a guy by the name of Jim Rohn that said, the day you graduate from childhood to adulthood is the day you take full responsibility of your life. And how true is that? So we've got to learn to eliminate our excuses in life and embrace the fact that we are 100% freed by our choices, as long as we take and assume personal responsibility for them. And so it's time to kind of, to make that choice and take that control back. So I appreciate you guys. I told you I was going to keep it a little shorter. Thank you for spending about 10 minutes with me this morning. Please tune in tomorrow. We've got an exciting guest coming on to talk a little bit about what's going on for my birthday Thursday night, and I hope you can join us for my birthday Thursday night. So, hey, appreciate you guys. Make it a great day. Let me know how I can help you in anything. I appreciate you. We'll see you.